Hey friends, I'm home from work. It's snowing. It was really hard to get home from work. It's one of those days where it's snowing lightly and it had started to melt, and so now that the sun's going down, it was very slick. So really glad to be at home. It's Thursday night, but it's Friday night for me. So this is my evening to relax. I'm going to try to relax, you know what I'm saying? A lot going on in my head right now, so I'm going to try to relax. And I'm starting off by, I'll turn this down in a second. You probably, it's not bothering you, but it's too loud for me. Well, now that I'm talking, except I'm loving it. I love this new, it's not new, radio department. Just listen to the song Never Follow Suit. Wow. This is some dope shit. This is some good music. Okay. So my goal this video, and I'm going to succeed, possibly to the disappointment of some, is to just talk about the music and not rant. I know some of you like it, and I know some of you don't like it. And so I'm just going to grab some records and let's see what happens, all right? Now I grabbed the big bunch, so let's see what happens. What's the first thing up here? Something I haven't listened to in a long time. The Sky Cries Mary is the name of the band. Until the Grinders Cease. I'm pretty sure I remember this as being kind of that goth going into the skinny puppy type of thing. And this was a label that I was kind of interested in for a while. It seemed like it was going to do something. And then Lovely Art Records. Lovely Art. 1989, okay? I haven't played this for years, so I remember it being pretty good. Slap. Wow, we're getting into some records I haven't played in a while. Now, Slap is mainly this fella named Stefan Nestor, and this is electronic and kind of sample-based. So I would say kind of, from memory, kind of industrial. It's kind of Psychedelic too. Intriguing cover. Intriguing cover. I haven't played this for a while. And I have another album by Slap, Pratique. Now this one I remember better. I think that's an earlier one. This one I remember has been good. I've played this a few times. This is Duotone Records. And I'm trying to see if I can get the date, 1985. 1985. Ah, this one gets open. Classic. Slap Happy Henry Cow Desperate Straits. Yeah, fantastic. The voice of Dagmar Krause. It's an acquired taste. Fantastic. Got to turn this down. This radio department's excellent. It's just excellent. Like this Slap Happy Henry Cow Desperate Straits. Once again, this is an original. I haven't played this. Well, maybe it's a second edition. Probably a second pressing. I'd have to look it up. Don't really matter to me. This is really good, though. Highly recommend seeking this out. Yeah, buddy. Love it. Love it. Rediscovering my own record collection. What do we got here? Slave. This guy's jam. The brothers got it. Love Slave. I think they had some hits. Definitely had some hits within the community, nationally, internationally. But I'm thinking, did they have a crossover hit? Possibly. Just an excellent band. Excellent band. I gotta keep Stellar Funk, the way it starts, yeah. Slave, y'all. Excellent band. Here is a fantastic quote-unquote New Age album. I hate that term. Sonic Perfume by Don Slepian. Ooh, this is just like floating on clouds, people. Don Slepian. On the Audion label. What year is this? 1987. Okay. Buying a lot of records in the 80s. Don Slepian, Sonic Perfume. This is beautiful. Now here's an interesting record that I need to play again. The band Sleepers, The Less an Object. Now I have a single by Sleepers that I bought way back, I think at the end of the 70s, when I was following Tuxedo Moon closely, because there was some sort of association with the band Tuxedo Moon and Sleepers, and the single is really good, as a matter of fact. Found this, and I have not really gotten that familiar with this, except I know I like, it's some funky orange vinyl. I like that. Orange marble. But I can remember the few times that I listened to this, it was clunky. It was like, it's good. Okay, now we're going, and then the next song would be kind of like, ugh. And it'd be like, what happened? You know, what happened to the idea? I don't know. It's something I'm going to have to come back to soon and see what happens now. Okay, I won't put this on right now. Let's see what... I'll put something on, but I'll wait and see what really strikes me as... Let's put this on, okay? But that's Sleepers. Sleepers. I think they have the young lady's ribcage showing on purpose. I think it's purposely not supposed to be sexy. She's nude, but that ain't sexy. What do we have next? Grace Slick and the Great Society. It says it's a collector's item. This is a double album. It features the original recordings of White Rabbit, Somebody Lovin' Sally Go Round the Roses. And this is really good. I have played this. It's been a long time, but yeah, this is really good. You know, just they were able to get a vibe with their music. And the quickest word to use is psychedelic. This is why I love alphabetizing my albums outside of genre, because I like the way it flows. So check it out. We went from slap happy, prog to American soul and funk with Slave. We went to New Age with Don Slepian, then we went into some post-punk with Sleepers. We just talked about some American roots rock, Grace Slick. Look what's next in my pile. Slow Dive. That's just so killer. I just love that. The variety. You know I love this band. And these are in Blake. I had to Blake these up. Ah, those are beautiful. I think I have a new term, folks. Blake sleeves. Leastways, that's what I'm calling them right now. Blake sleeves. I Blake these babies up. Or maybe I wurtzed them up. I like Blake. I like that name. Fantastic album. Fantastic band. I've talked about them a few times. Souvlaki. And the greatness just goes on. Great, great band. Love Slow Dive. Creation Records. Let's keep it moving. Pygmalion. I mean, yeah, Pygmalion. Ruti. Wow. The song Ruti off of here. Wow. This is Blaked up. And right away, it's like, ooh, maybe I'll put on Ruti, but you wouldn't be able to appreciate it. And then the other thing is, these fold up so nice. These close up so nice. I kind of want to get them in there. I don't want to take them out. Here is a boot. Here's a Slow Dive boot that I bought it at Amoeba this summer. And I'm generally not into buying boots, but this, they had several of them. And this was the only one, number 25 out of 100. All the others were just the regular ones. This is orange vinyl, so I grabbed it. It's demos, and it's somebody's cassette copies, third, fourth generation. Really poor sound quality overall. But some songs that I had never heard on here. And what is this called? Hide Your Eyes. Hide Your Eyes. And once again, the beauty of the alphabetical. What's next? Sly and the Family Stone. Life. Sly, with his crack smoking ass, truly one of the geniuses of Western modern music. Still a living legend and genius. So such a shame about the human element. You know what I'm saying? You make all that money and you get a habit, and the next thing you know, you have enough money to indulge a habit, and the next thing you know, you're gone. Love Sly. Dance to the Music. Stand, rather. Dance to the Music is the song off here. Stand. I was trying to read the title. Classic, classic, classic. I'll be saying it a couple times. Classic. This is the bomb shit. This is nice. This is, and I'm going to rebag this in a nicer bag. This is Dance to the Music. This is, it's beat, but it's an import that I found really cheap. Yeah, and as I've said before, I love imports. And the fact that it's a different cover. I had never seen that picture of the band before. Dance to the Music. This is made in, is this UK? Ooh, the record is just beat. Made in England. So as you can see, Direction Records, subsidiary of CBS. Okay, so it's just Columbia, their label. The record's beat to heck, but I had to have it. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe I paid $1 for this. Maybe. Excuse me. Sly and the Family Stone. Here we go with the Sly's greatest hits. I think I inherited this from somebody named Matthews. Slightly beat because I need to find it. Yeah, I bought this used cheap. I need to get a good copy, but there's a right going on. Sly was really, really sliding into some heavy cocaine use on this album, as you can hear, and yet the genius was still there. Just killer music. Killer music. Okay, so again, we're going to, my collection shows you about me, okay? I blab all this stuff and rant and say stuff, but look what's in my collection. Small Faces, Greatest Hits. Love Small Faces. Now, this is not so much what I'm referring to because you know I love British rock, starting with the Beatles, and actually going before the Beatles with the Shadows and stuff. No Cliff Richard. But you've heard me make all my comments, but look what my next record is. Bessie Smith. The world's greatest blues singer. That she was. Do I listen to this alone? Mm-mm. Can I listen? Can I enjoy this in the company of someone else? Yeah. Alone, this is a trigger of trauma. Okay, I've said it before. Say it again. Just got to be right quick. Okay, no rant. That was just saying. That's the deal. But I got it. I got blues. Love this album cover. Love this woman and what she did. Thought I'd show the record. I've always liked Columbia's labels. They've always been good at making good labels. Much respect to sweet Mama Bessie. Much respect. And let me just say it now. Much respect to all of the musicians and people who, in reality, as humans, I have nothing but love for. I don't have to like the music, but I love them as people. Truly do. And would honor and love these people like family if I was in their presence. Here we go. Jimmy Smith and Wes Montgomery. The dynamic duo. That's a funky ass cover, you know. I don't know whose idea that was. That's ew. Well, it says it all on the back. Incredible and incomparable. Hobo Flats, Jimmy Smith. Was just talking about meeting her. Patti Smith. Waves. I have the record, but this is something I did try to play in the last couple of years, and it's just, this ain't me. I can't listen to it. Really glad I met Patti, and I love her, and respect her, and understand. I do understand. I just can't stand listening. Now, this is one I picked up, and I'm going to keep this one. They had one hit. Is it on here? I don't know that it is. They had a big hit called Baby It's You. This is the band Smith. This goes back to the 60s, I'm almost certain. But this young lady has quite a voice. Now, I haven't played this for a while, so this is the one that I'm going to go ahead and let's just go ahead and sample some of this. And this might, who knows how this will sound to me right now, but this is a keeper. If for no other reason, nostalgic purposes. I even still have it in the original inner sleeve. ABC Dunhill Records made famous. Dunhill Records were made famous by the Mamas and the Papas and the Grassroots, among others. They were two of their biggest money makers. So I'm just going to play this and it's just going to go in the background. I'm almost done with this pile. I love my collection. So we go from Smith to the Smiths. This debut album, yeah, see, I like this right away, you know. And someone could argue and say, well, it sounds awfully commercial and stuff, and you know, and yeah, there's something about music being from your youth that gives it more power, you know what I'm saying? If I were a teenager nowadays, I'd probably be, you know, out of my mind about some of the music that's going on now, but I'm not. This is from my childhood. But Smiths, a slightly flawed debut album, but what a band. What a band. What a band. And these are only 12 inches I have. Hat Full of Hollow. This is excellent. You know, it was kind of like, well, I'm keeping this. Everything I Need to Hear by the Smiths is not on here, but every song on here is just fabulous. And I bought this when it came out. I'm going to show this off because I've kept it in impeccable condition. Bought it. I remember this. I was hot on this. Just really dug the Smiths. I was intrigued and attracted to the homoerotic imagery and suggestiveness of this band from the beginning. That is part of their appeal. You know, I've seen a documentary on the Smiths where Johnny Marr talks about that was part of what he wanted to do is, that's always intrigued him. It had always intrigued him, and he definitely wanted to take that approach, you know, with presenting the music in a slightly ambiguous, not so sure kind of way. Love it. The Smiths, How Soon Is Now, 12-inch. With the wonderful B-side, Well I Wonder, and that excellent instrumental, Oscillate Wildly. And the last record I pulled was What Difference Does It Make by the Smiths on 12-inch. Back to the Old House and These Things Take Time. What a great song. These are just great songs. I mean, again, once again, I'm not ranting. I'm kind of trying to help smooth feelings that may get ruffled when I make my comments and people don't remember everything I say. I recognize the value and the power of a good song, no matter what the genre. I really do. I really do. Good music is good music. And as I said before, there's music that I don't choose to listen to in my home. But if I were to experience it live, it would be a completely different experience. I've had that experience time and time again with many genres of music. Which is in some ways why I kind of feel like there's no point in me trying to answer Jeff Going Cabbage your thread, because that's how I live. If I'm interested, there are no boundaries. I will buy whatever I'm interested in, and I will listen to everything. I do try to listen to everything, so that's just right up my alley. That's how I live. That's how I do it. And I want to do a quick shout out. One of the bands that I'm in and have been in for the longest time, which is not much of a band, is a band called Patio Furniture. And it's this kind of eclectic collective that gets together and does the songs of this local fellow who owns a music studio and is kind of a musical eccentric, Nils Erickson. He owns a music business called Rainbow Music. And he's just started to post videos, and I told him I'd give him a shout out, and I'll leave a link if you want to take a look. There's videos of his shop. There's videos of Patio Furniture in performance. Nils, I'm going to tell it like it is. Frankly, a lot of the performances for me are embarrassing because the band was such a shamble. You know. It'd take a long time to explain that the band was never really a band. It was a collective put together to do Nils' songs, so we very seldom practiced, and Nils would be pulling people in and out all the time. So we'd have a huge horn section for a while, then we'd have a harp player, and then we'd have accordion. And the thing was, it would just sound like this big mess because he would say, we're going to do a Cajun song, we're going to do a blues song, we're going to do a two-step. And so we would just pastiche it. So there are videos now. Go and check them out. And maybe maybe it's just me with my perfectionism. Maybe some of you folks will really enjoy some of those songs and performances by the band Patio Furniture. I'm in the band playing guitar mostly and some bass, so you'll see me there. But I told them that I would give a shout out and a link, and of course I have to do it my way by telling you too much information, because that's just how I am.